Which race is Attila streaming? Or is it me in the wrong video?
Take two. Definitely not going for take three, ladies and gentlemen. Some of us being load shed at 10. We'll be hoping that this race will finish because, this up and down, on and off will not cut it. So, by the looks of things, I think the team is organizing to broadcast Tier 3 concurrently at the same time. Noting, of course, that the race for Tier 3 starts at 9, but the show for Tier 2 must go on. So, no formation lap this time around, of course, noting the time. Straight into the race. "50 seconds to go, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we hope that we will not be experiencing any more issues. And lights off, no formation lap, of course. Let us go. And we are off. Oh, the Tinder has a bad start once again. Max. Ooh. I think Jango there might have had a super start, but was unable to make track position as he is sending it on the outside of the neutral, but neutral closes that gap is on the hot compound. There's two neutral. Oh, Jango manages to hold it down. As we have a yellow flag, I'm not sure. Tendo has fallen down again. Even after take two, he is back to the back of the grid. Second chance unlucky there for Tendo, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Makes us on the hard compound. It's take two. This action, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at the tire strategy. Ooh, only two drivers now on the hot. Where's Salvi Songo? Salvi has fallen back. He's decided to start on the hot compound this time around and finds himself into 11. Oh. Yo. Incident there involving Nucho and Sanele Mzansi. Sanele having to save his car. Well, comes there. Lou. I'm just gonna go silent again for 2 seconds. Just closing out a few things. Oh, there's Jonathan Lara almost hits the wall there, chasing Megs. 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, hayi la nutshentshelele emzantsi ayikhona. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, while we are on that note, it's actually packed here. Nucho and Sanele Mzansi clearly that incident seemed personal to me more than anything. But hey, we're left 5:31, ladies and gentlemen. Jonathan Lara still struggling to make a move on Mix, who's currently P1 on the hot compound side. The Django will probably be wanting to close in on the likes of Jonathan Lara, as things stand. Oh, that's not me! Don't do that! as, ladies and gentlemen, I get a notification that we'll be hit in the next 55 minutes. Apologies for that, as there's action between Spizo, Selby, and 86er. Seems like the hard compound tire have been cooked now, as the Django makes the move on Dawn. Oh, Django hits the wall. He must have sent it. Did he? Or is it a glitch? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was so unlike Django, but it seemed like he had hit the wall there. Must have sent it to her, but no. Seems like it's a glitch. So Django has moved up into P2. Yep, definitely proposing. Meg's currently sitting comfortably in the lead, ladies and gentlemen, hasn't flinched one bit. As things stand, Tabo T92 has moved out 8 places, now finds himself in P4. King Rapture remains in P13. On the medium compound tire might have been an incident at the start. Unfortunately for him, as earlier on he made so much ground, but he's definitely catching on to the back of the grid. Jump on board with the race leader again. Not giving up that position that easily. Is chasing, but of course the hard compound tire is doing the talking now. Very unfortunate for Don, who opted to start with the medium compound tire, but was unable to make them work against the likes of Megs, and the Django has taken full advantage on that one. Tabo T92, 11 seconds behind, but he'll be happy for the ground that is made, currently in P4. Nucho and Saleh Lemzati is action again. After that incident, are we going to have the third incident between these two drivers? Is it personal? Is it a Red Bull versus Mercedes rivalry? Or is it just a Nucho versus Saleh Lemzati rivalry? Well, so again, Saleh Lemzati seems to have the pace. He's going to go for a DRS. Is he close enough, ladies and gentlemen? Nucho. He has not activated his ERS. Is he going to send it on the outside? Yes, he does. Is it going to be a last call? Ooh. Are they side by side? No. Nucho manages to hold it down. We're going to jump on board with these two, as Saleh Lemzati is not giving up on that position. Nucho, is it a switcheroo? Looks like it's a switcheroo. Now, it's a race to who gets to the first turn first. Saleh Lemzati, nice and clean, takes that position. Is it a switcheroo from the Nucho? Doesn't seem like it is. Saleh Lemzati finally has the last lap, but the likes of the Nucho, of course, are on the hard compound. Nucho! Good thing is let him go, because there's absolutely no way that was legal. Saleh Lemzati maintains that position. Hey, imagine if he had spun, had him and spun there. Oh, very dangerous. But the Nucho will not go out with the fight. 86er now hunting down Stegzer, who is also on the hard compound tire, but his lights is flashing red. The weather seems to be changing, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to be seeing rain in Singapore? Ooh, expect the unexpected. Lap 10 of 31. Jeez, there's still 21 laps to go. Seems like it's been forever on this track, as King Rapture makes that position past. I'm assuming it's KK correct. Tindo finds himself on P13, seems to be struggling. He is there on medium compound tires that are a 7 lap old tires. Let us go. The gap seems to still be healthy for Megs. He's taking it nice and clean, looking beautiful. Django, a man who's made up, let's see how many positions he's made up. Made up 2 positions. It's taking nice and clean. They're closing down the gap. Now it's going to be a case of undercutting. Who's going to be undercutting who? Or Megs will trust his pace, of course, noting that he's got a 4.5 second lead, and saying whatever you do, Django, I'll do after you. Lap 11 of 31, ladies and gentlemen. Action back again with these two. The Mercedes versus Red Bull rivalry seems to be real. Nucci, of course, on the hard compound tire now, seems to be having the pace versus the medium compound of Asane Lemzansi. Of course, he opted to go for the medium compound at the start of this race. Is that a one-pit strategy? Is anyone, are you going to be soft compound? As we have sight of that beautiful sky view in Singapore. Street track this is, a beautiful sea view. It's amazing. Camera footage there. Nucho still chasing Sanin Mzanzi there. This battle has been happening the whole race, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 12 of 13. When will the likes of Nucho, the likes of Don be pitting? Or are they gonna push their medium compound for as long as possible? Let's wait to see. Not even halfway yet. What Don will be happy about is that the likes of Tabo T92 are not closing down the gap. Of course, even though it's on the medium compound tires, that will give him at least enough room to push those medium compound tires much longer. As we jump on board with 86, and now he's putting the pressure on his former Tier 1 counterpart, Bisongo. These two gentlemen have had a good season. Good, beautiful last race for them in Canada. 86er won that one with Sabi finishing second. Now they're battling each other as 86er looks at sending it on the inside. Thinks twice about it. Ooh, past that corner a bit. I'm assuming the Stewards will definitely have something to say about that. But yep, gap less than half a second. That red light spy. Oh, it's actually spy. Why am I saying Sabi? Sabi is behind 86. Got my drivers mixed up there, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for that. But also, so from P7 to P9, basically the former Tier 1 crew. 86 with the DRS activated. Spy is flashing red. Ooh, not the right place to send it. Oh, Spy hits the wall. I wonder if he has broken his wing. Ooh, that was a hard knock. It looked like a hard knock from that angle. But we'll see if that messes up any of his downfalls as they stand. 86 is smiling blood with in that red Ferrari, of course. Finds himself in P as Dawn has decided to pit, and as expected will go on the hard compound tire. So Dawn will be taking that hard compound tire to the end as we jump on board again. Ferrari pushing that Alpine as 86 to take that position from Jonathan Langer. Does he take it? Yes, it looks like he does. Where does Don come out? Don will come out in P9, ladies and gentlemen, on fresh medium hard compound tires. Let's jump on board again with 86 as KK gets a 3-second penalty. Better exit by 86. That's a super exit by 86. Spy will be flashing red. Where does 86 send it? He sends it on the inside, ladies and gentlemen. Spy defends that position nice and clean. 86 goes wide. They contact. Oh, and it's a mess. It is a mess. Oh my goodness. Work for the stewards, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely work for the stewards. What do you think happened there, viewers? Did Spike give enough space there for 86er to send it on the outside? Was he pushed a bit wide? Because the contact has jeopardized both their races. 86er has got a broken wing and will have to pit. Unfortunately for him, is on a hard compound tire. That will mess up his race. He'll probably have to stretch the medium compound tires for as long as possible. Yay! Stags! Breaking point, my brother. Breaking point. As the Rapture is now closing the gap to these people in front of him with so much action happening in front of him. Let's jump on board again, once again with the race leader. Sitting comfortably. The gap is now 6 seconds to the Django. Clean race, I must say, by one half of the McLaren drivers. Sanel Mzansi is also up to pits, assuming he'll jump on the hard compound tire. Oh, Max. He'll be hoping to maintain this pace and keep this position for, well, basically till the end of the race, as things stand comfortably leading this race. And he seems to be opening that gap as well to the likes of Django, who is the championship leader as things stand. ERS looking nice and healthy as well. Let's jump on board with the Django. Mr. Low Gears and the high revs. Running low on fuel, he is. Oh, safety car is out. Whoa, bad news for Max now. Does he send it onto the pits and go for the medium compound tire, or does he go around? Oh, that is bad news for Max. He stays out. Django thinks about it, and he goes into the pits, gets a 3-second penalty for that. But late call for him to go into the pits. I think Max should have pit as well. I think Max should have pit as well. I mean, 15, well, say 14, 13 laps on, it would have worked. It definitely would have worked. So, as things stand, Advantage Django, Tabo T92 is also decided to pick. Has Max shot himself on the foot by not pitting? Nucci as well. T92's teammate has decided to pit. And he'll jump on the medium compound tire. Definitely the medium compound tire is going to the end of the race, noting that, of course, the safety car will be going around for a couple of laps. John will be under pressure. Ooh, another man who won't be happy about that safety car, but he'll decided of course on keeping track position, and will be hoping to maintain pretty much what Max has done on the hard compound tire. He'll be hoping that compound tire will warm up as fast as possible. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, was that a right call by Max? For my side, I don't think it was. I think that was definitely a free pit. And he's opted to minus the free pit. PK has picked, put it on the medium compound tire. Rapture has gone back to the hard compound tire he started the race with. Definitely going to finish the race with that compound. He's definitely got pace as well. But yeah, man, Max seems to be the only driver who hasn't pit. Twitch has also decided to stay out on medium compound tires at 11 lap old tires. Oh, that's definitely questionable thinking there. Let's just have a look at the stops. Is it a case of him well, he could have gone back to his hard compound that he had to switch very early, but has opted to stay out on the medium compound tire. That medium compound tire is at 11 lap old tires. Max has decided to stay out and has decided to pit now. Oh, what can I say, Max? I mean, he was caught in a tricky situation. First of all, him not calling it earlier was a bad call. Basically stuck between a rock and a hard place of staying out and hoping to, for another safety car. But, well, yeah, based on what he's decided to do so late, he's basically fumbled the bag and now finds himself in P6 and has to fight the likes of Nucho and Sanel Mzansi. This fight continues to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Tabo T92 finds himself in P3. Jonathan Lag on the hard compound finds himself in P2. Django is back in the lead and he will be very happy for the fumble that Max has done. I mean, yeah, he was comfortable up front, Max, I must say. But yeah, that seems to be a fumble in my books. Let us know in the comments. Brampo says, let's go Red Bull. Are there in the comments, obviously supporting the Red Bull of a Jonathan Lager and Sanele Mzansi. It seems to be a Red Bull versus Mercedes battle here. Jonathan Lager versus Tabo T92. Sanele Mzansi versus Nucho. Ooh, how will this race end, ladies and gentlemen? Let us go. Lap 17 of 31, ladies and gentlemen. Well, seems like Megs has fumbled the bag. Lou, aka Faga, the electricity that Escom keeps taking, is asking how long can mediums go? Definitely till the end of the race now. Could easily push 15 laps on the medium compound tire. Yeah. But I think Don, who is now in P3, what has happened to Don? On the hard compound tire, will have the better pace towards the end of the race. His aim will be to maintain. Sanele Mzansi will need to defend the likes of Nucho, who's on relatively fresh medium compound tires. This battle has been going on the whole race, incident after incident, as the safety car will now be going in. Mix has got some ground to make. Salvison finds himself P7, Spy P8, the Rapture on the hot compound tire now finds himself a V9. Stakes at last place position, 86er. What's going on there with Stakes at 86? He's trying to get that position back. It's his position. Who's positioning? What has happened here? As the safety car is about to go in, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump back on board with the front running crew, who will catch who napping, ladies and gentlemen. More than halfway, half of this race done. We've got about 14 laps, or rather, let's just say 13 laps of sprint. Tabo doesn't want to be caught napping there. Who's gonna get the grip? Who's got the warmer tires? What has happened? Jonathan Lager has dropped down. Is that a broken ring? What has happened with Don? Let's jump back on board. Oh, Tabo T92 was caught napping. Gap now almost with a second. Sanele Mzansi also was napping. The neutral, half a second, has managed to maintain. What has happened to Don? To Jonathan Lager, I think might have been a spin, and Megs has taken that position and gets a 5-second penalty for that. Jonathan Lager might have made a mistake and has dropped down to P6, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, bad news for John, and has got some ground to make as Max is now closing behind these front two fighters who've been fighting, well, for most of this race as we jumped on the rear view of the Red Bull. We hope the neutral is able to see his braking zones. Hasn't been the case for some of these incidents happening with Sanel Mzansi, but say it's race on, ladies and gentlemen. Django has opened that gap to almost 2 seconds to Tabo T92. Neutral under pressure now for Mex. Mex seems to have the pace, ladies and gentlemen, and will want. Look how he takes that turn as the Rapture has retired, ladies and gentlemen. That's another safety car. Another safety car's out. Bad news for King Rapture, who has retired and brings out the second safety car of the day. Well, this will be good news for the medium runners, of course, as they will basically be saving more of their rubber. Basically confirming that these mediums will go to the end of the race. Jangle thinking about pitting again. Tabo T92 pulls a dummy. But they go around. Sanel Mzansi was thinking of changing the hard, but it was like, nope. Let me keep track position. Max stays out. Jonathan Lager also stays out. I think every driver will stay out. Oh, Twitch has opted to go for the soft compound tire, but I think he's now catching up on the grid as he might have had an incident there. So, assuming that the safety car will just have to wait for him, and yeah, finds himself in P13. Lap 19, ladies and gentlemen. Hoping that the safety car will be going in this lap as the grid has budged up. Tabo T, obviously this will be take 2. Hoping it will be caught napping again, and we'll be closing that gap to Django. Well, the safety car seems to be going around again. For what? How am I? If I eat? For what? Well, I'm noting that track position is very vital. Sanel Mzansi is warming up those hard compound tires. He doesn't want to mess about. Noting, of course, that the hard compound tire is very difficult to warm up. So he'll be obviously wanting to open that gap to the likes of neutral and Max who are on the medium. John, having a still of a race, might be kicking himself for that error as he thought, oh, what has happened? Sanel Mzansi, the other Red Bull has spun out. What is going on with the Red Bulls? Oh my goodness, is that a broken wing? What is going on with the Red Bulls? Oh, too much warming of those tires Sana Levzati, Monsieur has just spun out. Bad news for Red Bull. Oh, now it's a Mercedes P2 and 3. Yep, says Farah the Lights, aka Mlu, makes his back in it. A man with pace, but he'll be hoping for one of the two Mercedes drivers to make a mistake. Made a very costly error by not opting to pit during the first safety car and has lost track position severely, but finds himself in P4, not over yet, of course. With the medium compound tire that is a lap younger than most of the drivers. Safety car is in this lap, so it's about to be race on. Will the new Joe be chasing his teammates or will be defending mates? Will it be a case of team orders or will it be a case of Rosberg versus Hamilton? Well, find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, ladies and gentlemen. Safety car is in. Well, let's have a look as well. The penalties. Jang will be kicking himself for that 3-second penalty. Try to steal a pit stop there by going over the track, and he opted to do so very late and was slapped with a 3-second penalty as he sends it. Let's jump on board with Max. Has he been caught? Has TT been caught napping once again, ladies and gentlemen? Seems like it. He is now under pressure from his teammates. And Max is putting the pressure on Nucho. Trace on. Don finds himself in P5. It's a train as things stand. Spies also. P6, Stegza falling a bit behind. P7, Sanel Mzansi. Oh, with some ground to make after that error. Kid K finds himself a P9. And Tendo rounds off the points position. 86er up to pits so late. Oh, bad call for him. He's jumping back with the leader. Second ahead now. But he's opening the gap to Nucho, who's under pressure from Max. Lap 21 of 31, ladies and gentlemen. 10.5 laps to go. Look at the line that Max is taking. Does it get better traction? Unfortunately, it does not. Ooh, that was a nice line. I think if he had better traction out of that corner, maybe we would have been talking something different. Let's jump on board with John Lara putting the pressure on Spy Zozo. The Red Bulls are running in formation, but they obviously wouldn't like to run in formation in these positions. They were gunning for the podium positions. Mistakes from both drivers have seen them drop down to P6 and 7. But race not over yet. Anything can happen. Let's jump on board with Max. Better exits again. Sending it against the first Mercedes. Slipstream. Can he send it on the inside? Ooh, we'll probably have to wait for the next straight. Who will get a better exit? He seems to have the better pace versus Nucho. But Nucho will be fighting for his life, of course. And will be helping out his teammates. Currently in P2 to defend their position. No DRS activated yet, so this will not be good news for Max. Or is it a case of him? He has to just stay put and hope that he will have enough time to make this position and fight with his with the neutrals teammate. Max is asking it with those wall, my goodness. The lines he's taking. Let's have a look at Splags that gets a 3-second penalty. Better exit there. I like the lines he's taking though. Look at this, how he takes this apex, goes wide Again, does it get Banks the exit? No, he does not. Nucho defends that position very well. Let's jump on board with Tindo now. Putting the pressure on Spegza. Oh, loses a bit of traction there. Puts himself under pressure against KK. Selby sends it on the inside and will take both KK and Tindo. What a move by Selby. He caught those drivers napping, ladies and gentlemen. And Selby was like, thank you very much. While you guys lose traction, I'm going to go on the outside and take 2 positions. DRS has been enabled, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump aboard to this battle. Spizozo, Selby, Spizo has moved into the pits. Why? Is it a case of a broken ring? What has happened with the... Oh yes, it's a broken ring for Spizozo. Bad news for him, as it takes him out of the points position. Strengza also enters the pit. 86er also has a broken ring. Django sitting comfortably, 5.1 seconds ahead now. Let's jump on board. Oh, safety car is out. Safety car is out? For the why? Is it because of 86's broken ring? A couple of broken rings on the track. Now Django will not be happy. Django will not be happy with that safety car. Note, of course, that he's got a 3-second penalty. Now, but do these gentlemen pit? Or what do they do, ladies and gentlemen? Max has got a 5-second penalty for ignoring the yellow flags after overtaking Jonathan Alaga, ladies and gentlemen. After his a petty mistake there. Let's just wait and see what the neutral does. I'm assuming, knowing Tabo is a very smart driver. I think whatever Django decides to do, he will opt for the other. Is he going in? Django, is he pulling a dummy? Django's going in. Tabo, why? Why? Whoa. I might have spoke too soon, ladies and gentlemen. Max decides to stay out. I would have done the same. Because I'm assuming with 2 safety cars on mediums that pretty much haven't done much, I would have stayed out. Sanelin Zanzi is comfortable on the hard compound tire. Oh, let me know, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's different strategies for different strokes, I'm assuming. Tindo has moved into P3. Who would have thought? Who would have guessed that? I mean, everyone is pitting. Well, we will see. We will see how it goes. We will see how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'm assuming it will be team orders as things stand here between Django and Tindo. Tindo obviously on the hard compound tire. Tabo, I'm actually disappointed. I would have assumed he would stay out. CK says passing here ain't easy. Agreed. Noting, of course, that there's gonna be 2 extra laps of no DRS. Oh, let us go. Max is back up in front. Sana Lemzat is back in the podium position. Tindo finds himself in P3. Django. Team orders loading, says Brown Boy. On relatively new soft compound tires, P4. Tabo T92 ahead of his teammate Nucho. Spizo, who had just pit, finds himself in P7. Salby, who probably has made the overtake of the day, finds himself in P8. Sklegs a P9. Jonathan like a P10. And Kid K, P11. Twitch, holding his own in P12. And 86er, after making that mistake, finds himself in P13. Only one DNF thus far, ladies and gentlemen, and that's of Max. CK saying Django can win this if he uses his tires. So, well, yeah, it depends. Dependent on team orders, really. Knowing Tindo, Mr. Mukhudu, um, I don't know how that will work. But yeah, I know Sanal Mzansi is definitely not a easy driver to overtake. Max will have to just open the biggest gap that he can possibly open. I must say, because I mean, in terms of race pace, I think he's probably been the quickest of all drivers. He's a bad call on the first safety car, cost him a couple of track positions. And I'm assuming he has jeopardized his strategy calls with 2 safety cars coming after those. But he finds himself in the lead. But definitely can take those mediums till the end of the race. Definitely can. Only 3 drivers who are not on soft compound tires. It's the race to the finish. Ladies and gentlemen, Twitch has gone back to the pits. I wonder what for now. 86 that comes out in front of him now. Not a good day for Twitch, our newlywed. Well, not newly no more, but yeah, not having a great day there in the Alfa Romeo seats, but for as long as he finishes the race. Let's go Twitch! Oh, drivers warming those tires up as much as possible. Max just staying put behind the safety car. Who will win this race, ladies and gentlemen? And who will be your driver of the day? Ooh, is the safety car going around again? This will be good news for Max, Sanele, and Tindo. If it goes around again, it looks like it's going around again. Oh, lap 26. So lap 27 and 28. Well, we know DRS. So meaning we'll pretty much have 3 laps of DRS action. Twitch gets a 3-second penalty under safety car. Goes back into the pit. What has happened with Twitch again? Oh. Is he changing his wing once again? Changing his tires. The Raptor took the fastest lap, but unfortunately will not get that point. Obviously, noting that he DNF'd Django. P1 makes P2. Tabo rounds out the top 3 finishes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long night. Yo, I'll think about doing this commentary thing again if we're gonna be having races like this. Join us again. Join us again, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow for Singapore, a track that I'm not a fan of. CK already saying, where was I, man? Tomorrow I'll be nowhere. I'm not a fan of this track, but we'll see how things go. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen.